I tell you one thing, if a little green man pops out of me, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
You are on the verge of destroying the entire universe.
Welcome to the Strange Podcast with Sam and Logan.
If you enjoy the show, please go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you're listening, and please give us a good rating. If you want to share a story or have ideas for a future episode, you're welcome to visit us at www.thestrangepodcast.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hello everyone, Sam Baxter coming to you from my joint. Happy to introduce my next guest. Her solo and collaboration narration stories are well edited, creepy, and can scare the pants off of you. They do to me. She currently has over 3,000 subscribers, which means she's pretty damn good. She's a YouTube narrator of the popular page BellaDonna Black. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah.
So how long you been a narrator for YouTube? How many doing your horror stories? Like how long you been doing this?
I started in September 2015, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so a while.
That's a long time. It's been over 3 years.
Yeah.
So how did you get started in this? Like, what made you want to do it?
Well, I listened to like other channels and kind of realized that it was mostly male voices.
Mm-hmm.
And thought, little Irish girl, maybe I'll try this out. So I just give it a go, and here I am.
So you figured it was just a male-run industry, so you wanted to just bring some women in. Because I know there's a lot now, so maybe you were a pioneer for this? I mean, there wasn't very much then, right?
No, there wasn't very many female narrators when I first started, so maybe I did help with more coming on board.
And like you said, your Irishness, I guess that also gives you a double bonus, because I'm sure everybody likes hearing the Irish woman speak. So
yeah,
I'm sure it's a bonus, right?
Yeah, because that's another thing I noticed is that most were like from the US or Canada, or like there wasn't very many from Ireland or the UK in general. So I thought I'd throw my wee Irish voice in there.
Hey, you're unique, right?
Yeah, well.
So do you know of any other Irish narrators? Like, are you friends with anybody on there?
I don't know of any other Irish narrators, like horror narrators, but I know a couple of other Irish YouTubers that do something different on their channels, but no.
So this is gonna sound really dumb for me to ask, but do you actually talk to them? I mean, I know you don't have to, but do they be like, hey, this is some type of brethren, like, hey, you know, we're the Irish narrators, anything like that, where you actually know any of them, or nah?
Nah, not really. No.
It's like fuck them.
Yeah, I actually like.
I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because like there's very few like narrators that I would actually sort of like talk to regularly. Because I know there's a lot, like it's a small community, and there's a lot of drama, a lot of YouTube drama that I don't like to get involved in, a lot of YouTube politics. So I just try to stay away from that. So like I'll limit my little own community.
So you're saying the drama, is it from YouTube or is it from other narrators on YouTube?
It can be like, it can start from another YouTuber that's like not a narrator, or maybe they could be, and then people like one side will give their opinion on this certain story, and then others will disagree with it, and then there's a whole like bunch of drama, and I just don't want to get involved in that. Yeah,
that sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
It is. It really is.
Especially for like a hobby, right?
Yeah, cause that's what like it started out as, is a hobby and a bit of fun, and I don't want it to start to seem like a chore, if you know what I mean, or like I want to keep the enjoyment of it rather than having all this drama.
Yeah, drama sucks. So how do you personally choose which stories to narrate on your page? Like, is there some type of horror criteria that you're after? Like just creepiness, horror, kind of funny? Like how do you decide?
It depends if I'm doing like a themed video or not. So obviously, if it's like Christmas, Halloween,
Oh, okay.
I'll do like this. It has to be within that theme or like close to that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
But usually, I'll like it could be. I know I've picked stories that I've liked other YouTubers' versions of, but maybe sometimes it doesn't work with my accent or like my voice. So I have to try to find a story that I like that I would think would be make a good video, but it has to fit with my accent, which is actually harder to do than I first thought.
Why is that? Like certain things you cannot pronounce?
Yeah, certain like things I can't pronounce, or maybe it was originally told by an American narrator, so the way we pronounce a word might be different, or like a phrase might not work
Sure.
in my accent. Like it could be like an American or a Canadian, like whatever phrase, which doesn't work in an Irish accent, or it just doesn't come naturally to me.
Okay. But I mean, isn't the whole point of this just to kind of like tell a story of something else? It doesn't mean it should be from your country. Like, why should that inhibit a story for that you want to tell?
Some like if something like that happens quite regularly in the story, then I'll probably not narrate it. But if it's just like once or twice, like very few times it comes up in the story, then I'll maybe either just leave it out or I'll reword it so that it fits more with my accent. Because to me, it sounds. I know, like if I'm watching like TV or like listening to YouTube, whatever, and I hear like someone Irish or from the UK saying like an American phrase, it sounds weird to me. And like the other way around, like if someone with an American accent says a typically Irish phrase, it just doesn't.
It's a little bit odd.
Yeah, it's odd.
Okay, so you just kind of want to stay away from sounding like you're a little bit odd or weird.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we know. I mean, I think people know you're really odd and weird, so it doesn't matter. So
Yeah, that's true.
it's okay.
That's true.
That's okay. so, so when you do narrate your stories, is getting permission like from the authors who write these stories? Is it difficult? Is it easy?
It depends where I source the stories from. So it could be just like Reddit, or there's I would use the Creepypasta Wiki app a lot.
Okay.
So people that publish their stories there might put, this is free for any narrators to use, or they might put that it's not.
So there has to be a disclaimer that you have to. That you'll be like, okay, I can use this.
Yeah.
Have you ever used one that didn't have it?
No.
So what could happen if you do that?
Well, I guess if
like,
the author finds your video on YouTube, they'll do like a copyright claim or something. But I've never had that.
So does YouTube, will they just take it down, or do you owe them money? Like, what does that mean?
They usually demonetize the video, so you'll make no money off it. Yeah.
Oh, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, because I've had a couple of my videos demonetized. Not on the BellaDonna Black channel, but on my other channel, I've had some of my videos demonetized.
Oh, is that right? Just because you used a story from somebody that didn't want you to?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. I feel like if you put it on the internet, you're kind of like, it's there for everybody, right? Or no? Is that dumb for me to think that way?
That's what, like, I would have thought, but then I thought, like, there was, like, a phase when lots of YouTubers were getting hit with copyright claims. So then I was like, okay, maybe I will just double check every story I do that it's okay to use.
So any of these stories you do you write any of them on your own?
I've worked with a couple of writers, but my main writer that I work with, I'll sort of have ideas and do like a wee bullet point and put in like what I want the story to be, like the plot to be, and then I'll send him that information, and we'll work on writing the story together.
Okay. So is there like when you guys posted, I'm sure you give him credit, right? Or her?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I think actually I have a special playlist of like their stories. So with the the writers I've worked with, like over a couple of videos, I'll give them their own playlist and always credit them.
No, that's good. That's very sweet of you.
Yeah.
So with all these stories, like you've done tons of stories.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you got a lot of followers, which is cool, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But are you finding it a little more difficult to find the type of horror stories you want to narrate?
Sometimes, yeah.
Because I'm sure you've like hit a bunch of things you wanted, like from the beginning. You were like, fuck, these are good stories, and you've been doing this, you said, since 2015. So you've done a lot of videos. So what are you doing now? Like, how are you keeping it fresh? How are you keeping it, what people want to hear?
I guess just checking out other people's channels and seeing sort of what people are wanting to listen to now. And also on like what maybe people are sharing on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. Like
sure.
I find like if I can't find like a story to do, there's always like everyone loves a good mystery, so a good like murder mystery or unsolved mystery video is pretty good to do.
Sure. People love that true crime type of stuff.
Yeah, or like there's a video that I'm sort of working on. Well, I've been working on it for a while, which I sort of put like wee teasers out on Twitter and stuff. So I contacted like a cult to sort of try to ask them some questions and stuff. So once I get all the information and stuff together, I'll script a video and hopefully have that out.
That's nice. That's pretty good. So you got this down. I mean, you know what to do, you know what not to do, and you know where to go. There's a lot of people. I think, like I said, like you were saying, a lot of people that were, I guess, lifting a lot of stories from other websites without permission, and they were getting hit with that. It seems like you've dealt with limited amount of problems like that.
Yeah, I haven't had really anything, and even in the sense of like using background sounds and music and stuff, I think I've only had one copyright claim against me, because I always like cite the source and stuff of where I get the music and sound effects.
So since nobody's taking any money from you, I take it you're rich. Fuck yeah.
I wish. I wish. We'll give that illusion. We'll give that illusion, yes.
All right, everybody. BellaDonna Black is rich. All right. You heard it here. So has anyone ever complained about your content you post like on social media? Like, has anybody ever just say like, fuck you, bitch, this is bullshit or anything like that?
I have had a couple of not very nice comments.
Really?
And yeah, I've had death threats and stuff in the comment section on some of my videos. They're
from other narrators or just listeners?
Just listeners. Like there was one story I did. It was a true story. It was a true crime story I did. And someone had commented that they actually knew the person and how like the whole story was like bullshit and it wasn't true. So I just sent them the links to all of the reports that I had like used as my source material, and like the police report, like the record, like the public record of it.
Yeah.
Like to say like this is true. If it wasn't true, I wouldn't post it. Okay. So like that kind of shut them up.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that you were going to say that even though you sent them all that, they still didn't want to listen. Because there's some people like that, right? That there's like, you'll give them facts and they still won't take that.
Yeah.
So people mad about that? Anybody just complain in general about like what you're doing? Like, oh, your Irish accent sucks or something. You ever get any of that type of bullshit?
Not really, no. They I think the
You must
only
love it.
complaints I get is that I maybe talk too fast. But
Oh, really?
yeah, apparently us Irish talk too quickly.
That's weird. I'm not feeling it right now. I feel like I'm
I
talking
didn't
faster
realize
than
that
you.
we did until like a couple of people commented, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have to talk a bit slower now.
Oh, that must be a little bit annoying for you if you have to do that on purpose.
It is like once, like, because I try to do my videos in as little text as possible. So once you like
Mm-hmm.
kind of get going, like,
Mm-hmm.
I just like I'll talk so quickly, and then I'll have to go back and re-record it and take my time.
Oh, that would be annoying.
It is.
So, do you have a lot of followers in Ireland?
I think most of my followers are sort of the States and Canada and stuff. I don't have very
Okay.
many from over here, though I have been recognized a couple of times, which was really weird. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, that must be something special, right?
It's really weird because I like I didn't think that my channel is such a big deal. Like I still don't, but it's just so weird when someone recognizes you. Like I was standing outside my work, and
Mm-hmm.
someone just like ran up and was like, "Oh my God, it's Bella," and then asked for a photo and stuff. And I was like,
Really?
yeah, it was the weirdest thing ever. And then everyone I worked with just kept making fun of me for it. But
Well, I gotta ask. I mean, I'm on your site right now. I don't see a picture of your face on your. They must have got it from like Instagram, I take it, or YouTube, right?
yeah, because I know I did do a face reveal video on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
Oh, okay.
one of my birthday specials. And
Okay.
then obviously there's pictures of myself on my Instagram.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that's where you got your fandom.
Yeah, yeah.
That's got to be a little bit cool. I gotta admit. I mean, I hope one day somebody will recognize me for my voice, but I fucking doubt it. So anyway. So have you ever yourself personally ever experienced anything creepy or unexplainable in your lifetime?
Um, I guess yeah, a couple like little things. Um, I remember like before when I lived in the countryside with my parents, and I remember driving
Mm-hmm.
home one day, and like my neighbors, I can count them on one hand, and like my closest neighbor was maybe like half a mile away. So there
Mm-hmm.
should have been like no one like near where I lived. But I was driving
Okay.
home, and there was like just this old man standing at like the top of the lane, like dressed really old fashioned. And I was like, I've
Okay.
never seen this man before in my life. Like like I know I could name and tell you what all my neighbors look like, and I was like, I've never seen this guy before. And then
Really?
I turned into the lane and sort of like looked back, and he wasn't there anymore. And then
Mm-hmm.
I told my parents, and my dad was like, that kind of sounds like such and such's dad. And I was like, oh, maybe they were over visiting. And my dad's like, no, he died like years ago.
Oh shit.
I was like, okay, maybe I just saw a ghost.
Hmm. Did that creep you out at all, or were you like, whatever, fuck it?
Yeah, it's just like, whatever. Like,
He didn't do anything to me, so what the fuck? What the hell
yeah,
do I care?
yeah,
what,
yeah.
what do I care? He's just hanging out. He's probably having a smoke or something.
Yeah, it's just, that's probably what it was. Just like chilling, having a smoke.
Just getting some exercise. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Wow, that's pretty intense. I mean, you can actually say that you probably saw a ghost. I know a lot of people cannot say that. I know I can't.
Hmm.
So that's to me that's pretty cool. But again, to you, it's like you don't seem very like
Like, yeah, like
No.
nothing really phases me in that way. Like, last Halloween time,
Mm-hmm.
myself and a couple of friends went out to what's supposedly is a haunted forest in Ireland, and
Okay.
we actually cracked out the Ouija board.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, like like one of the guys was like freaking out because it kept moving and like
That's
spelling
what's
out
supposed to do, asshole.
like like different things, and he was like freaking out, and I was just kind of like, who's moving this? Like,
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm with you on that. Like, why would you freak out? I mean, you know what this is. The point of
yeah.
this is. Did it tell you guys anything, interesting?
Apparently, we were speaking to this little Polish kid who was like
Oh,
8 or 9, and we
okay.
asked him his name, and all he told us was S. I think.
S.
S. He wouldn't give us like
Okay.
his full name. And then he
Okay.
kept telling us about the man that like kidnapped him or something. And apparently
Oh
the
shit.
man was watching us. But
Oh damn.
yeah, I actually recorded like the whole thing, and I've been meaning to edit it into a video for the channel, but it's quite hard to see the actual board, but I'll do
That
my
sounds pretty
best.
cool
Yeah.
though. Yeah, and I'm sure you can. I mean, can you hear you guys on there pretty well?
Yeah, I think I had like 2 or 3 different mics set up, so you can hear us okay. It's just like it's hard to see the actual board.
Yeah, that's tough. But I mean, at least if we got some audio,
Yeah,
we can at least go along with it. Wow, that sounds pretty cool.
yeah,
I remember being with friends, doing the Ouija board, and I mean, we'd go to like cemeteries and like roads that were supposed to be haunted. We never got shit. We
yeah,
didn't get anything. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe here in the States, we don't have enough history like you guys got over there.
yeah.
But
I think like the weirdest thing from that night actually was like the board told us to go now. Like it kept saying go now. So like once we started packing up our stuff, it started to like really, really like pour down with the heaviest rain ever. Like
really,
yeah,
oh shit, damn.
it was a little bit weird.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit weird.
Yeah.
So, but you guys didn't see anything, right? You didn't see any ghosts, nothing moved, nothing odd really happened. Just the rain.
Not really, but one of the guys I was with, like so we did it like in 2 different bits. So like we tried to like to use the board, and then we like had a like bit of a break, and then we did it again. And when we were sort of like having like smoke break, whatever, and we were setting up again, and like a mouse ran across the board, and and the guys were
That
like,
must have scared you guys.
the guys were like, what was that? What was that? That was a spirit telling us something. Like it's a mouse.
The fucking mouse that lives around. There's field mice around here, okay?
Yeah, like we're sitting in a forest. Of course, there's going to be mice.
Yeah, there's an owls here. There's all kinds of shit. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
there's anything scary.
Yeah,
Yeah, so shit doesn't phase you at all.
not
You seem like
really.
you seem like you're pretty grounded and like a tough gal.
That's the illusion I like to give. Yes.
Oh, okay. so really, you're just a sweetheart who's scared of everything. Got it.
I'm kind of like, do you like Puss in Boots? And he like has the big adorable eyes, but then he will scratch your face.
Oh shit! All right.
I'll not scratch your face, but like I don't take bullshit.
Not fair enough. Yes, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to.
No.
So you and I have spoken before, and you've told me that you read the Satanic Bible, right?
Yes,
And you're a follower of the Church of Satan, correct?
I am. Yes.
Okay, so there's a lot of misconceptions about it,
Yeah.
like that you might be a devil worshiper or that you're into sacrificing animals. What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about this religion, Satanic Bible, or its founder Anton LaVey?
I think like people hear the word like Satanic Bible, Satanism, and automatically think you're like a devil worshiper, which is not true.
Not true.
There's like essentially there's no devil in Satanism. Like to sort of like the easiest way to to describe it is that you are your own, like, kind of God in a way. So, like,
Okay.
satanic holidays, the most important holiday would be your own birthday. So for me,
interesting.
my own birthday is the most important holiday for me. So
Nice. Okay.
like the Bible, like the Satanic Bible says, like, you do something for yourself, something that you enjoy. Like, that's how you celebrate it.
Okay.
And
So basically, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think that would be like the biggest holiday, and we do celebrate Christmas. That's,
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because like that, like, before it was known as Christmas, it was like it was already a holiday. It was like a pagan holiday, which this
Yeah,
all sort
yeah.
of like comes from. So it's not just for like Christians. So we do celebrate it.
That is a big misconception, isn't it? A lot of people think that it's only, Christianity that should be celebrating this.
Yeah.
But it was like Halloween, right? Paganism. It was big. I mean,
Yeah.
even like a lot of people don't know the founding fathers of the United States were also pagans.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a big thing back in the day.
Yeah.
So basically, it sounds like, with the Satanic Bible, kind of like whatever you put into your life, you kind of get out of it. Take care of yourself, right?
Yeah. So like it teaches you like you're the most important person in your life, and always take care of yourself.
Okay.
But like always take care of yourself, like physically, mentally, make sure you're all good, but also like take care of those around you. And like I don't like anyone that's read it, or like I think even if you don't, like, you're kind of skeptical of it, I still think you should read it, at least like
Okay.
certain parts of it, because it's
Sure.
just basically telling you like not to be an asshole.
That's
like,
good advice.
That's be
A
like
lot of people should read that.
that just like kind of sums it up. Like I don't have it handy with me right now, but some of like the passages in it, it's just kind of like once you read it, you're like, that's just common sense. Like,
Yeah.
that's just like, it's just telling
Just-
you
just
to
be
be
a
a
good
decent
person.
human being.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
See, and like I said, a lot of people don't. I have not read it. I tried to have my dad buy it for me when I was like 12, and he freaked out. So, he thought I was, being a Satanist or, devil, the stuff I said, devil worshiper
Yeah.
and things like that. I should read it because I'm really interested in a lot of the stuff it has.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it sounds like it's telling you good things, what is there to fear?
Yeah. And like
And
I've read the Christian Bible. I've obviously read the Satanic Bible, and to me, the Christian Bible is so much like, I don't know, like it's trying to instill fear into people.
yeah,
Whereas like the Satanic
Heaven and
Bible is like completely different. Like
Mm.
it weighs up like different lifestyles, and it's telling you, okay, this might be your lifestyle, but that's not what we agree on. Like that's
Gotcha.
like, I don't know. Like I don't have it like with me handy, so I can't read out the passage. But
Sure, that's fine.
yeah, it's like
But it's basically be good, right?
yeah, yeah,
Be good to yourself. Be good to others. I mean, I guess it's similar, kind of like maybe not as anal as the Ten Commandments, right?
yeah. They do have like their own like sort of like commandment kind of things. I think
They
call
do,
them,
yeah. There's
like the 9 satanic sins or something. I can't remember exactly.
oh really 9 satanic sins.
I think that's what they're called.
9 satanic. Oh yeah, you might be right. Let me look it up real quick. 9 satanic sins from the Church of Satan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stupidity, pretentiousness, solipsism, self-deceit, herd conformity, lack of perspective, forgetful and past
Yeah.
orthodoxes. Wow, there's a lot of shit in here.
Yeah. I think like they
Seems
kind
like a lot
of
to read.
a lot of them just kind of said like, be yourself, like don't change yourself to fit in with someone else. Like always be
Gotcha.
true to yourself. Like it tells you that as well. Which I
Okay.
think, like, I try my best to do. Like, I don't try to change myself to sort of fit in with someone else, or, to make sure someone else likes me.
Sure.
Like, because if you don't, like, what you see is what you get. If you don't like me for who I am,
Yeah.
that's okay. Like, I know, I'm not, like, nobody's perfect. I know I do have my own faults, but
Sure.
that's just what makes me me. And I'm going to try to be
Yeah.
as true to myself as much as possible.
Exactly. Well, you find when you act fake for a while, and then when the facade goes away, the person sees you for who you are. That freaks them out even more.
Yeah.
So it sounds legit to me. I have nothing bad to say about that. I think you feel like you can probably, like, the Quran, paganism, Satanism, Christianity. You can probably find all good things about it. Of course, there's some shitty things too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it seems like just be a good person is totally the underlying tone. I mean, you should be all right? It should fit all bills. Every
Yeah.
religion, I think. I mean, I'm not that knowledgeable in a lot of these religions, so what the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
So it seems like there's a lot of people that I meet in real life or on Instagram that used to be religious, but now they gravitate more towards a horror theme type interests.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that religion has anything to do with the amount of good horror stories or movies or anything that's written nowadays? Like, we hear about the priests that abuse children, fear of the devil, demons, all that type of stuff. You think religion has anything to do with why we have so many good stories?
I think so, yeah. Like, I don't know. I think because I've, like, read so many stories and watched so many different horror movies, like, I find it difficult to find a good one that I like. Like, I'll maybe get, like, 10, 15 minutes into it and I don't like it. But,
Okay.
or, like, it's not scary enough for me, or, like, I can pick holes in the plot. But, I think, yeah, if you're not really as into horror as someone like myself, then those kind of stories would be good for you.
Yeah, like I said, it seems like religion, like you said earlier, there's a lot of, they try to, like, scare you, right? And so I think there might be some good stories that come out of that, right? Like about hell, a lot of things like that, going to the light, being a bad person, you're going to hell. And so there's a lot of good stories about, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of good things that have come out of that, like the fear that people have and they use it in their mind to make stories. I think that does help,
Yeah.
that it gives you ideas.
Yeah.
But then when you hear about things where the priests do that bullshit with the kids, man, to me that's not cool. Like, fuck, you crossed the line there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not down with that.
I might get some hate for saying this, but I live in Ireland, and we're
Highly religious.
we have a good number of priests over here, but so, like, it's not sort of like a new thing to us.
Oh, really?
Like, that sounds like horrible, but there's been, like, stories for years and years about this happening.
Oh, really?
And, like, I kind of...
They just let it go.
Well, I know some have been prosecuted, like, in recent years, but, like, before, like, I know, like, talking to my dad, like, my dad, he's a proud atheist, so he doesn't, like, he'll tell you, like, the two main religions here are Protestants and Catholics, so he'll tell, like, horror stories for both sides, because he just doesn't care. But,
Good for him.
yeah. That's kind of like the standard Irish attitude. I just don't care.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's good. It's good. Nothing wrong with that.
Like, say, like, 20, 30 years ago, like, obviously the church knew this was happening and they would just relocate the priests.
Yeah.
Rather than actually reporting it and something actually happening.
It's fucked up.
But, like, it's an absolutely disgusting thing to happen.
Yes,
but
I concur.
To sort of paraphrase my dad, and I don't know how many people would agree with this, but it kind of makes sense. Like, because obviously when you go into priesthood, you have to take a vow of celibacy.
Yes.
So you're kind of like that temptation is there, I guess.
Yes. That's
So
not
like
cool.
it's still not cool to do. Like it's absolutely disgusting. But like my dad, like talking to my dad, he's just like maybe if they allowed them, like if they didn't have to do the celibacy, that would
Yes, I
happen.
agree.
That would happen less.
I agree. I don't I never went to. I mean, I grew up Catholic, and I didn't go to that far deep into it. But I don't understand why they would have you do that, because it's just. I mean, man is man, right? You have those urges and desires, and sadly and unfortunately, it happens to these kids, which is horrible.
Yeah.
But like your dad said, if they just let them marry. Let them have a family.
Like even if like
shit.
they were able to like marry in the church.
Yeah.
Or something.
At least you have a woman.
Yeah. And that's like sort of
that could stop a lot of that.
Yes, hopefully.
I mean
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, exactly. Yeah. I get that. That's oh god. I hate thinking about that.
I know, it's disgusting.
It's horrible. So let's just move on from that one. Fuck them. So you collaborate with other narrators. Like such your perfect nightmare.
That's just a smooth
transition. Segue, huh? Yeah, let's just segue out of that those fucking assholes. So you collaborate with a few other narrators, like your perfect nightmare, the Gothic Librarian, Lance's Creepy Reading, and Dead Bleeder. All good guys. They all have good stuff.
Yes.
So how do you decide who you want to collaborate with? Like, can anybody just collaborate with you? They just contact you and say, "Hey, I want in," or what's the deal? What's your criteria?
Yeah, usually if anyone contacts me, I'll check out their channel. Try to, like, when I do collab videos, I like to do two. So one for my channel and one for theirs. So there's sort of like publicity for both of us, like on each other's channels rather than just one.
Got it.
And that way, like, you'll have, like, obviously we'll have different subscribers, we'll have like a slightly different audience, so that kind of exposes us both to a different audience. But
Smart.
I think because I know how difficult it is starting out on YouTube in general, and especially because like horror narrations are still quite a small community on YouTube, that I would be more inclined to collaborate with smaller channels.
Oh.
Because then that helps their channel grow. Because if I share their content on my channel, then that means my subscribers can go and check out their content. And I know I did, so about every 6 months or so, I'll do like a mega collab week. So from Monday to Friday, I'll do all collab videos.
Nice.
So then that means like the videos would just be from my channel on collab week, but it means like if I have like 10 narrators in just one video, that's getting shared out 10 times. So it's like my content and those other 10 narrators' content is getting shared to like maybe subscriber base that they wouldn't have had.
That's pretty good. So you're willing to help other people too.
Yeah.
So you don't have to give any names, but just, kind of yes or no. Have anyone ever done that? You went to the page and you're like, these guys suck. This guy sucks, or this girl sucks, and you've said no?
I have gone to people's pages and gone, do you know what? It's not my taste. It might be someone else's. So I'll give them a shot. Cause like what I would like in like a voice and a story, someone else might not like. And like,
sure,
I know there's a couple of the bigger narration channels that I just don't like the voice.
Oh, okay.
Like it.
So,
but people love them, and I'm like, okay, it's not my taste. That's okay. So I'll give like anyone a chance, like if they really want it.
Okay. So it's all at your discretion, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're just like yes or no, but you've actually told people no then, right?
One or two that I just didn't think they like, I think
They were up to your level, huh?
well, no, because I don't think I'm like quite up there. Like,
I'm joking.
but it's just ones that I feel put like no effort in at all. Like, I know it's difficult, like, once you start out, because there is restrictions on, like, depending on how many subscribers you have, how many videos you have uploaded, on how much you can personalize your channel. I get that, but, like, your video is, like, it's your baby. You, like, make it how you want the content to be. So
Sure.
if I see, like, I know people will probably say I don't put much effort into my videos. Yeah. But
I feel like you do from what I've seen,
yeah.
but
But
I'm
like,
not a connoisseur of this shit, so.
no, because I know like people put like loads of effort into like the visual of
That's
the
true.
video.
That's true.
But I know because it's a narration. What's more important to me is like the audio and
I agree.
the vocal.
Yep.
So I'll put like more effort into that than I will the actual visual. But if I see like people just not like putting any effort in at all, I might say no.
So some of the collaborations you've been asked to do, and you've said yeah. Is it usually a pleasant experience when you work with these other people, or have you ever like said yeah, this sounds great, and then in the middle of it they're just like maybe difficult to work with, or what they're asking you for is not what you like, so you just kind of like fuck this, just kind of put the kibosh on it?
I would like to say
again,
no.
you don't have to say any names. You don't have to say any names if so.
I have like
Really?
I understand like people have like their real life away from the computer screen, and like I know coming up to like maybe a collab, or I don't know if it was just a general collab or collab week, but usually I'll plan them a good couple of weeks in advance, just give time to record, find a story and record and stuff, and means I have everything in to edit. But like even no matter how much time I have given some people, they still will either like just not respond to emails.
Oh wow.
Or like you ask them for their audio and they don't like send you anything or reply, or they're like, oh sorry, I've been really busy, which I get you're busy, but
Yeah, sure.
I've given you like 3 weeks, a month to get this in. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
you agree to this, right? It's like having, if you,
especially when it comes up to
yes.
like collab week, because I like to get a rough idea of numbers so that I can sort of try to evenly like do the videos. So even if like I try to limit how long a story can be, but obviously if someone like gives a long recording, then that means I have to put less narrators in that video. So I try to have like as much as I can the same number of narrators in each video. But if someone doesn't submit their audio until the day before or halfway through the week, that puts it off. But I still usually do let them slip into the video.
Such a sweet gal.
Yeah.
So BellaDonna Black on YouTube is enjoying right now remarkably 3,213 subscribers, which is I think is pretty good. But again, what do I know? You also have another page called Deadly Nightshade, right?
Yeah.
So what is that page about?
So I was contacted by different producers, directors and stuff to watch a pre-screening of their movie and do a review on it. So I thought rather than mixing that in with the narrations and stories, I'd create another channel and I would do that. So on the Deadly Nightshade channel, I'll do the film reviews, and I've done one horror game review, I think, to this date.
So producers, directors get a hold of you and they ask you to review it?
Yeah, like they'll email me
Shit.
asking. Yeah.
Damn, you get paid for this?
Um.
You don't have to tell us how much, but I'm just, that's fine. I just like, fuck, that's pretty impressive.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Whether like how big the production company is.
That's still pretty cool, though. I mean, they're willing to come out to you and ask you to do stuff. I always get, the only things I get in my email are just like for like male impotence and stuff like that. I don't know why they're sending that shit to me, but they wanted me to try that. I'm like, fuck, I don't need that yet, so fuck off. But you're getting these producers and directors, and I'm getting stuff to make my junk work. So kudos to you. You got the better deal out of this.
Yeah.
So besides that, do you have any other YouTube pages that you can tell us about that you've done?
I think.
Or maybe planning to do?
I'm actually planning on starting up another channel, which will be different from these two. It's not going to be horror based.
Oh.
So.
It's going to be like love, romance?
No. I'm
Catholicism?
no. Definitely not. But
is it something you could tell us? If not, I don't want to press you on that.
I kind of want to keep it a secret because I want to keep it separate from Bella and Deadly Nightshade. I kind of want it to be like a secret, like my little secret channel, and no one knows it's me. If that kind of makes sense.
Well, I understand that, but you know what? Here's a secret. Nobody listens to my show, so if nobody listens to my show, nobody's gonna know your secret. So you can just be between you and I right here.
No.
How about that?
At least one person has to listen to your show.
My mom, does that count?
That's
does
what
that
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like your mama has to listen to your show, right?
She does, but she doesn't. Probably not. I'm probably too much for her.
She probably just tells you she listens to make you feel
I know. Or she just hits the button to download, doesn't even listen. Yeah, there you go. You got credit.
Yeah, she just opens it in a tab and just lets it play on mute.
That's it, yeah. See, you have nothing to worry about. It's just you and me here.
It's a
no,
secret.
that's fine.
I want to get I'm planning on doing a couple of videos for it, and sort of like when I started like doing the same as when I started the Bella channel. Like I think I was doing 2 uploads a day just to like get some content on it.
Sure.
So I'm planning on doing that for this new channel. So it's gonna take like a good couple of weeks before I have enough content to actually get it going.
Okay. Well, that's good. Hopefully it. I'm sure with the fan base you got, once they know that you do another channel, I'm sure they'll jump to this too. So
yeah, I'm like trying to think of a name for it. So it might link it with the Bella channel on the names that I've come up with so far, but I'm trying to like not link them together because they're 2 different genres.
Completely different, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. All I can think of is if it's not horror, it's got to be romance. You're gonna be narrating like romantic comedy movies and shit.
No.
And I'm gonna have to stop listening to you then.
I think I would lose a lot of followers if I did that.
Yep. Present company included.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to romantic comedy shit.
I already struggled doing the Valentine's Day special stories, so I don't think I could do a whole channel on,
but you know what?
rom-coms.
I bet you that because there's a lot of people that really like it, and I'm just gonna go on a limb. A lot of women I know like this. You might be really popular, and you might make a lot of money. I know you're already rich. I know you have millions already, but you might want another million.
I still have to keep my day job. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit, huh? That sucks.
I just do it because I don't want to get bored during the day.
I got it. Yeah.
Gotta get back to the people.
Yeah, the people, that's why you do those rom-coms. I got it. So, all right. So hopefully we'll know about this channel in the near future. I mean, I can't wait. Hopefully it'll be something cool. And again, I'm sure it will be. It seems like you put out good shit and people like you. So, and you got that Irish accent that many people love. So, I can't wait. And hopefully you'll at least let me know, and then maybe I can put it on my website and say, hey, come check her out, so that when my mom goes to my website, she can see that. And
Your mom will be my first subscriber.
yeah, exactly. Oh, romantic comedy. This is what I've been waiting for. Yeah. Then she'll tell her friends and their friends, and well,
And they'll
you know how
tell
it
two
gets around.
people, and then they'll tell two people, and they'll tell
Yeah,
two people.
but you know what? It adds up, right? It just adds up. Over a year, you'll have like maybe 20 people coming from me. So,
Yay.
so, what do you think about the future of the horror genre on all platforms, like YouTube, Reddit, you know, wherever else, Instagram, Facebook? Do you think that the interest in horror is growing or is it waning?
I am a little bit of a horror hipster, if that's even a thing. So
Okay.
like, it's kind of like, cause I've been into horror since I was little, and like I do like that horror is becoming more mainstream, and you're not really that much. Well, you still get called a weirdo, but not that much of a weirdo for being interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I like people that are just getting into it and kind of like you don't really know what horror is.
They don't know what horror is. Why is that?
Like cuz I've, you know, showing my age, I've been watching horror movies for like 20 plus years. Like,
Okay.
and I love like the old horror movies, whereas people are only really getting introduced to the modern horror movies and stuff, which to me aren't like they're good, and don't get
They're
me
not
wrong,
as good. They're not
they're
as
not as good. They're all about
Gotcha.
like the gore and stuff,
good. Yeah,
which
I agree.
doesn't like. Yes, some are good, but it doesn't really. That's not what makes a horror movie.
Some good like old Nightmare on Elm Street or
Yeah, or even like I love the remake of It. Like you say, I don't like remakes.
that was pretty good.
But I
Yeah,
thought that
good.
was really well done.
Sure.
But like,
But it's an old story.
Yeah,
It's an old story.
but
It's not new.
It's nothing compared to the original.
The original was. The original was. I saw that as a kid. That creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Pennywise. That was a scary motherfucker.
But they did
Yeah,
do
so-
an awesome job with the remake. But
They did, and I think I didn't read the book because that book's too many pages for me, and I just Stephen King books to me are not. They're too descriptive, and I lose interest in that. But people who've read it have told me that this one's a little more true to the book.
yeah, I have read the book.
Okay, so
But
are you
obviously,
in
like,
concurrence?
yeah,
Are you-
yeah.
do you
But
agree?
obviously, like, because the book has like when they're older, you know, like I know the original one had that as like a mini series
Yeah, that's
when
right.
they were older. So I think that's what the second one is gonna be.
Sure, yeah,
But, yeah.
like 20 years later or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're right, and it's hard to, you know, argue with people about horror because some people like all the gore, right? I remember when Hostel came out and everyone's like, "Oh, such a great movie." I go, "But there's nothing. It's just trying to be gory, and the story's okay, but it's not really that great." And I wouldn't consider this like horror.
yeah,
And so, but like, you know, growing up, seeing, like I said, like Friday the 13th, you know, those type of movies. I mean, shit, Critters. Remember the movie Critters? all of those, you know, they were pretty interesting. They had a storyline. They had sequels because they had a storyline.
yeah.
Some of them now, I don't feel like they might have that anymore. But
No, or like they try to put in like a twist that doesn't fit with like
that makes
the
me mad.
story. Like I was watching, I know there's a couple of films called The Nun that have been out recently, but there was one I
Sure.
watched, and like the way they revealed the twist at the end didn't fit for like
Oh, really?
what actually happened in the movie. Like where they placed
dumb.
like the twist, like in the different scenarios, like it played back the scenarios and revealed the twist in each of them, but like it didn't fit. Like I don't I think it was just called The Nun, but I know there is
Okay.
a couple out at the minute with that kind of title, so I can't remember which one it was exactly.
See, for some people that'll be okay. I'm really an asshole and I'm really anal about continuity. And if things don't match up with the storyline, I'm done. Like you're gonna lose me.
Yeah.
So
like the movie would have been good if it didn't
Mm-hmm.
try to put that twist in it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're gonna have a future movie where it's gonna explain that twist?
No, I don't think so.
That's okay. So I guess we're just about done. But I guess my last question was one you kind of already answered. I was gonna ask what's next for BellaDonna Black, but you said you're starting your new romance channel.
It's not. It's not romance.
Okay. Sorry, love. Your love channel.
There is no love in Bella's life, so
there's no love for BellaDonna Black.
No love, no love for me at all.
So your BellaDonna, are you gonna be on hiatus? You gonna keep going? You gonna retire that channel? Just leave it there and let it, be stale. What are you gonna do with that?
I'm going to keep going. So like once, I like the video I was telling you about before of the cult that I was talking to. So that's going to be the first, like I know I haven't uploaded in like a year with like different things that have been happening. I haven't had time to. But I want that cult video to be the first, like the next upload on the Bella channel. And then try to get some content for, I know I have a few emails to reply to for the Deadly Nightshade channel. And trying to get some content and set up on the new one.
Well, hopefully, bid you good luck on that. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, people love you. And you got a lot of subscribers here. I'm sure you'll have a lot in your new channels.
Yeah.
So how can people get a hold of you? YouTube, Twitter, what? Facebook?
Well, I have I know I get messages on my Facebook pages. I have Instagram for each of the channels and a different Twitter for each of the channels.
God damn.
So, and there's a separate email address too for each of the channels.
Jeez.
So I can keep them sort of separated and more organized. So you can you can get me anywhere really.
Anywhere really. So what's that, Grinder? You can get you on there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywhere there's social media. You Snapchat, do all that shit too?
I have a personal Snapchat. I don't have one for my YouTube stuff yet, so.
Oh, okay. So that's off the table.
Yeah.
All right, so you thirsty assholes who want to see her, no Snapchat for you.
No.
All right, well, thanks, Bella. I mean, it's been great talking to you. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk to some piece of shit like me, but it's all good.
I have to get back to the people. It's fine.
Hey, that's all right. I'm here for the people, too. Well, everyone, that's BellaDonna Black, and check out her channel. She does good shit. I'm sure you'll like it. I do. I would never steer you wrong. Thanks for listening. You want to say anything else, Bella?
No, not really.
No, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
No
Check
good.
out my
No
channels.
Snapchat. No personal Snapchat.
No personal Snapchat.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys are out of luck. Well, thanks a lot, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
If you enjoy the show, please go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you're listening, and please give us a good rating. If you want to share a story or have ideas for a future episode, you're welcome to visit us at www.thestrangepodcast.com. We look forward to hearing from you.